Hello everyone, this is Vincent Chan from Podder.net. As you guys may know, the 10th gen Intel Core processors require the new LGA 1200 socket and thus will not work with the previous generation of motherboards. They also offer more cores than its predecessors and thus will have higher power demands too, thus requiring more advanced power delivery systems. With that said, we will expect this generation of boards to offer very beefy VRM configurations. Enter the ROG Maximus 12 Hero Wi-Fi, the so-called lowest end of the ROG Maximus 12 series, but it comes with a power delivery system that surpasses the previous generation's ROG Maximus 11 Extreme. Sounds interesting enough? Let's go. So let's start with the unboxing. Right off the bat, you'll notice that this is one huge box. In it is the board under the plastic cover, but the accessories that come with ROG Maximus 12 Hero Wi-Fi are quite interesting too. You get the usual ARGB and RGB extension cables, the user manual, fancy ROG paraphernalia, and of course the very convenient Q connector. This connector lets you connect the fiddly front panel headers to this little block first, before slapping the whole thing onto the motherboard. A small touch, but it really improves the build experience. Another unique addition is the 40mm assistant fan. This is the first time I've seen it included with a ROG board, and to be honest, it looks like it's much more of an afterthought as there is no dedicated mounting system on the board for it. And instead, Asus expects you to mount it by screwing it to one of the case mounting points. So, guess what's gonna stay in the box forever? Unused. Now let's take a look at the board itself. The first thing that will attract your attention is the absolutely humongous VRM heatsinks which extends all around the CPU socket. Instead of just being chunky blocks of aluminium, these actually feature deep cuts into the material to increase the surface area. They're also rather tall compared to what they've seen on previous generations, although not tall enough to be a cause for concern when it comes to cooler compatibility. Under these heatsink lie 16 TDA 21462 power stages, each capable of handling 60 amps, controlled by an ASP1405i PWM controller. As the ROG Maximus 12 Hero is the only board in the ROG series to offer support for integrated graphics, you get a 7+1 phase arrangement here. Asus is using the Team Power architecture, so you get 2 power stages per phase. For comparison's sake, the Rampage 6 Extreme Omega, which is designed to handle 18 core parts, features a similar setup with 16 60M power stages controlled by the same controller, albeit with the Rampage board featuring fans on its VRM heatsinks. The Maximus 11 generation does not hold a candle to this, with the Maximus 11 Extreme only featuring a 5+1 phase arrangement. So yes, I would say that the ROG Maximus 12 Hero is quite overkill. To the right of the socket, you will find the DIMM slots, which are reinforced and also feature only a single clip. A small detail, but it helps make installing or removing RAM sticks that much easier, as all you need to care about is one clip. Asus also applied the Optimum 3 technology here, allowing you to clock your DDR4 up to 4800 MHz. The memory VRM is handled by the ASP1103 controller, which sends its PWM signals to 2 phases. Even further right, we see the Q code readout, which is very helpful when overclocking as it gives you a post code to see what is stopping you from completing the post process. And under this little panel, there are more LEDs, or what Asus call QLEDs, and these help you quickly identify which component is giving you the issues without having to refer to the Q code for more details. In addition to that, there are the onboard power button and also the flex key, which lets you turn on the board more easily even when using a test bench. By default, the flex key is used as a reset button, but you can reconfigure it to perform various other features within the BIOS. Now let's move further down the board. There's a nice array of PCIe slots here, with several PCIe X1 slots between each of the full-sized slots. 2 of them are reinforced with metal around the slot, or what Asus calls safe slots. That should prevent the PCIe from being ripped out of the board when you change GPUs without properly undoing the latch, while also preventing your heavy GPUs from damaging the board itself due to GPU sag. All 3 M2 slots on the ROG Maximus 12 Hero also feature large aluminium heatsinks to reheat away, although its effectiveness might be marred by the large plastic cover over the PCH, which also extends over the M.2 heatsinks. The PCH cover is made of glossy plastic, which is my least favorite material in a PC build, but thankfully it looks awesome, with the ROG emblem featuring a mirror finish too for the extra style points even if you turn off all the RGB effects. Further right, you will see 6 SATA slots, which is par for the course, as well as a 90-degree USB 3 header. Once again, a small touch, but it's nice to have these little things. And along the bottom of the board, you will find another set of headers, as well as the Thunderbolt 3 header, although Asus has decided not to give you the add-in card to make use of that. You would have to shell out for the ROG Maximus 12 Extreme if you want that. There are also headers for water cooling setups and a number of fan headers too, just so you can optimize your cooling. The retry button here is one of my favorite features on this ROG boards, as it allows you to post without resetting your BIOS settings, so you can fine-tune your settings easily. Meanwhile, towards the rear of the board, we'll find the Supreme FX S1220 codec, along with some Nichicon capacitors all hiding under this plastic shroud. There's also a ES9023P DAC under there to deliver better quality audio through the HD audio header or the rear audio ports. Speaking of the rear, you get a pre-mounted I/O shield here, so you'll never forget about it with the ROG Maximus 12 Hero. But that's not the only good thing about the rear of the ROG Maximus 12 Hero. There's also a very good set of ports here. There are 4 USB 3.1 10GB ports, one of which is a USB-C port, and there's additional 4 USB 3 ports along with a pair of USB 2 ports. For those interested to use LAN, there's a 5GB controller by Marvell here, as well as a Gigabit one by Intel. If you aren't, there are 2 golden prongs here for Wi-Fi, which gives the ROG Maximus 12 Hero Wi-Fi its name, powered by the Intel Wi-Fi 6 AX201 chip. That promises 2.4 gigabits per second of bandwidth over Wi-Fi as well as Bluetooth 5.1 connectivity, so you're pretty much set. And last but not least, there's a HDMI port here, just so you can use the iGPU on your new 10th gen processor. Checking out the BIOS, you'll find all the features you need for overclocking. There's also AI overclocking to help you along if you aren't too accustomed to manual overclocking. There are plenty of features spread across the multiple pages, and Asus's BIOSes are often lauded as one of the best in the industry, so you can't really go wrong here. For now, we still don't know the pricing of this board yet, but you can expect it to be well positioned in the premium segment. Cheap and ROG will never be mentioned in the same sentence, so you know what to expect. With that said, stay tuned as we will take a deeper dive into this board soon, complete with benchmarks and that sort of thing, so stay tuned. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at the ROG Maximus 12 Hero, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and like our Facebook page. Until next time guys, bye!